it's that same pressure that people put and forced upon your life is the same pressure that they themselves can't even take now. Ain't that funny how people thought they was doing something? Ain't that funny how a friend thought she was sitting up here and pushing you out the way or something? Ain't that funny how your ex thought that he was coming up on something better than you rather than just treating you right or treating you the way that you treated them? See, people didn't know how to just treat you with respect. People didn't know how to move and step towards you the same way that you was moving towards them. So now these very same people that applied pressure to your life, the very same people that wanted you to lose out on opportunities, the very same people that thought that they was one-upping you and thought because you didn't know what they was doing behind your back that these people was sitting up here and praying and wishing on your downfall. Some of these people was actually speaking ill will over the things that you were manifesting, even the things that you had already built in your life. Whether people wanted you to move forward or not, whether people wanted to sit up here and scoop up your blessings as their own without doing the work or applying the same amount of work and effort as you did. All I know is a lot of people wishing that they would have just left you alone. There's a lot of people now that's wishing that they would have never gone up against the grain when it pertained to you, as far as thinking that they was one-upping something behind your back. A lot of people smiled up in your face but really hated your guts. And instead of people looking at the people who could play up in your face like that but not like you, right? People were just looking at how you kept losing out on friendship, how you kept being a part of certain bad relationships, how none of your partnerships can manifest or be brought into fruition on the level that you wanted it to. But people didn't realize how hateful and spiteful people was. And a lot of people didn't realize that every environment that you place yourself in, you can't help how people don't like you, how people don't want you to win, how people didn't want it to be you. So you put your big girl and, big dude drawers on, and you tackled this thing that we call life and all its upheavals, all its misfortunes, everything that came your way that was meant for you to be destroyed. You was able to overcome it. You was able to move on past it. You was even able to be where you at right now. And a lot of people who went up against you, they're looking at this glow up. They're looking at the fact that they're seeing things. You'll never understand people's mindset when they really just don't like you. You got to catch people. Like, you got to almost turn around and catch these people making faces at you behind your back when you're not paying attention. And a lot of people knew that you went through struggles. Some people felt like you never went through anything in your life. So they compared everything that you went through to them as to say, like, what they went through was worse than you, or y'all went through it on the same level. Some type of shape, way, form, or capacity, the people that you was around were really mentally incapable of understanding the mission that you was on. And because of their mental incapacity to understand the mission that you was on, you had so many people not understanding why God placed you on it, or why you still standing, or how you still moving on. These friends and these people from these past groups that wanted to come up against you, that really didn't want you to have nothing in your life, maybe they realizing that they couldn't stop nothing, realizing that they could not one-up you in something, realizing they could not stop the divine flow moving in the right direction it's supposed to for your life, because damn it, you are a good person. And unfortunately, God is not going to end up having you suffer because people can't seem to understand why you always win in the end. People can't seem to understand why it has to be you and why it can't be them. People can't seem to understand how is it that they've done everything to sit up here and they thought that they took your star quality, thought that they sat up here and demented or diminished your star glow. You understand what I'm saying? But when people stand where they at, they're realizing that they could not stop nothing, they could not block anything, and your path and your blessings wasn't something that they should have tried to stop or block anyway. But you had a lot of people that were so envious and jealous. It could be something so much as how your body didn't get out of whack when you had a baby. Or how is it that you could just move on past people who hurt you? How is it that you don't stay stuck in a certain place for too long? People don't understand your tenacity. They don't understand your resilience. People thought that they was applying pressure to your life because some people didn't want you to be better than them. You really had friends out here playing up in your face after you was helping them. They don't mind holding their hand out, but behind the scenes didn't want you to be better than them. But you help these people when you step into whatever it is that God intended for you to step into. So, like I said, you had a lot of people who really wanted to despise you and work up against you behind your back, and they took great pride in, because they felt like you didn't know, that they would be able to get away with getting you on the phone and speaking negative incantations against your life, or knowing certain things you was building and speaking against it, or even working magic against it so that it don't be fruitful for you. You're realizing that you went through what you went through. It wasn't happening to you, it was happening for you. God really needed you to understand that these people did you a service. You may feel like they did you a disservice. These people did you a service and walking away from you. People did you a service and showing their true colors to you so you can get them the hell about your life. So you understand now what people that you don't need to have around you. Some people just can't be around when you receive these blessings because they can't seem to program it in their mind why you're being blessed or why you're being blessed on a grander scale and level than them. You really got people like that out of the pack, they feel like you don't fit in. They feel like you can't be a part of them. They don't want to be seen with you. Let it fucking be. But also, don't keep these people around so that they sit up here and divvy up your blessings, but they know how to treat you in the process when God was taking you through what he was taking you through. So since people wanted to count you out, God counted you in. People thought that they were sitting up here taking something from you or blocking it from you or destroying it from you. Now God finna have these blessings come in for you magnified because you deserve it. Because you are a good person. You was a good person to these people. They didn't know how to be a good friend to you. They didn't know how to take your mold and understand what to do with it. They didn't want to defend you back then. They didn't want to be seen with you back then. They just wanted to work up behind your back for whatever the reason why they choose you and why they don't choose these other friends that they were sitting up here being cool with. For whatever the reason, you the one who had to be destroyed. You the one who had to be blocked. You the one who they wanted to ransom. Who they wanted to play up in your face in order to ask questions about your business so they can run it to other people. Whatever these people's intentions was and why they did you the way they did you, baby, they realizing that they could not stop you. Same fucking pressure that they added and applied to your life, these hoes can't even handle what they sit up here and manifested up in your life. I gave you protection and power to overcome. They're not gonna have the same power and ability and will. And that's karma for that ass. Because they should have never played with you. They should have never came with you at you in the first place.